everyone. My name is Thảo. I'm a junior majoring in English linguistics at Saigon University. Welcome to my second vlog. This time, I'm heading back to where I was born, the Central Highlands of Vietnam. Over the next 7 days, I will take you through Hanoi, Gia Lai, and Da Nang. I can't wait to show you the beauty of this land, so let's get started.
Welcome to Nha Trang, a gem on Vietnam's coast. Our first activity in Nha Trang was an exciting team building event right on the beach. Everyone was full of energy, laughter, and team spirit. We played lots of fun games together. And after that, I felt truly connected with my classmates. It was the perfect way to start the trip. Our first destination in Nha Trang was Hòn Giong. There's a famous old poem that people often recall when talking about the city. Nhắn ai viếng cảnh Nha Trang, muốn tìm dấu cũ thì sang Tháp Bà, muốn trông trời bể bao la, con thuyền nho nhỏ bơi ra Hòn Giong. Hòn Giong is where the sky meets the sea, a perfect blend of nature's beauty. According to the scientific explanation, these giant rocks were naturally shaped by the sea's erosion and the gradual weathering of the soil and the stone layers. However, the locals also have a version of a touching story behind it.
Behind me is Hong Kong Promontory. This place is famous for its cluster of giant granite rocks that is stacked perfectly by nature. It's hard to believe that they have stayed that balance so long. If you look closely, there is a giant handprint mark on it, and behind that was a local legend story. The story is about a poor couple of fishermen.
One day, the couple went fishing. During a fierce storm, huge waves crashed over their small boat. The husband reached out with one hand to hold onto a giant rock, and with the other hand he tried to protect his wife. In the end, the sea pulled them apart, but the imprint of his hand stayed on the stone. Here, we also enjoyed a wonderful performance of traditional Vietnamese musical instruments. It was such an impressive and memorable experience. Leaving Hong Kong behind, we made our way to Tháp Bà Ponaga, one of the oldest landmarks in Nha Trang.
Yesterday, I visited Museum of Gum Sculpture, which only display ancient artifacts. Luckily, today I have a chance to visit Ponaga Tower. Once, is the capital of Japan Kingdom, and today I will explore the unique architecture here. The Ponaga Tower is dedicated to Goddess Ponaga, revered as the mother of this land. She has taught the locals here the technique of agriculture and weaving, so people here worshipped her for her contribution.
What impressed me most about the Yamba buildings is their artistic value and unique architecture, which have been preserved for centuries. The entire structure was built with special bricks that have millions of tiny holes and can even prevent moss. Between the bricks, there is an organic adhesive layer that still remains a mystery. The Cham people also fired the structure from the outside to make it stronger and more durable. Every year, people come here on the full moon day to pray, enjoy traditional yam dances, and admire the beauty of the sacred place. I was really excited to visit our final destination in Nha Trang, the Institute of Oceanography, especially as someone who is deeply curious about the ocean. This is the lionfish, the symbol of the Institute of Oceanography. It is often called the Princess of the Ocean because of the beautiful appearance, but be careful, its fins bite are poisonous. The largest and most impressive model here is the skeleton of a humpback whale. It was discovered during a local irrigation project, lying 1.2 meters underground. Even though whales are huge, they are gentle creatures and hold a special meaning for fishermen. According to local beliefs, the whale will help and protect fishermen when they are lost or caught in storms at sea. Another interesting model here is the tank that shows a detailed coral reef ecosystem. Coral reefs play an important role in keeping the ocean balanced. More than 25% of all marine fish live in coral reefs, and these reefs provide shelter for many other sea creatures. Coral is also an essential part of the ocean food chain, which shows how important it is to the whole ecosystem. There are two main types of coral, soft coral and hard coral. Some types of them also have medical value, which makes them even more important for both nature and humans. Waking up early to wander along the beach, I met a Cayman and had a small conversation with him about the city.
Hello, may I ask your name and where you from?
My name's Frank. I'm originally from Mexico, but I lived in California for the last 35 years or more.
How do you find the weather here?
Normally it's beautiful, but we have a typhoon coming, and hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. But normally the weather in Chang is the best. I
Yes.
live here.
Really?
I've been living here now almost 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Um,
I retired in California, and me and my wife, we moved here permanent.
do you find the weather is a factor that affects your experience when traveling here?
No, because I don't care if it's sunny or if it's raining. I still love Nha Trang.
Uh, what is the reason that you love knitting?
The people.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you feel about the people here?
they're wonderful.
Thank you. And have you tried any Vietnamese food in Nha Trang?
Oh yes, I eat bún bao way almost every day, or bonnet for
Mhm.
breakfast. Also, I like bun xéo. What else? Pho, but I don't eat pho that much. I prefer bún bao way.
Oh, me too.
It has more flavor.
Yeah, I
Pho
love
is
it.
okay, but in the U.S. we eat a lot of pho because it's very hard to find bún bao in California. But pho is everywhere.
Is bún bò Huế is your most favorite food?
Yes, I eat it almost every day. Yeah,
I also like the taste of it.
I go to Bún Bao Phu Nhang. It's my favorite place to eat it on the south side over there. They're famous in the Chang. Bún Bao Phu Nhang.
Mhm. Do you have any surprise experience when you first came here, like cultural shock or something?
No, because I grew up with an Asian family, so I've always known Asian ways. My mother is Chinese, my father was Cambodian, and then my wife is Vietnamese from Nha Trang. Yeah, because of her, she's from here. I met her in California.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, will you recommend the city Nha Trang to your friends or your relatives?
Yes, I tell them all the time, this is paradise. This is paradise.
I also feel peaceful here. The beach is so fresh and
This is the best beach, I think, in Nha Trang. This is Hong Chong Beach. And to me, this is the nicest beach in all Hong Chong. I have a house behind these buildings on top of the mountain.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's because I like the north side of Nha Trang. This is Hong Chong area, and this is Hong Chong Beach.
Could I ask you the last question that do you find any difficulties when you travel by motorbike?
No, none at all. I just drove my motorbike from Nha Trang to Mung Ye,
Wow.
and no problems. Me and two friends, we rode together. We ride motorcycles. I have my own motorcycle, and we rode to Munye. It was like 6 hour drive. Wonderful. Sometimes we ride to Dalat
Oh, that is my
city.
hometown. That's my
Okay,
hometown.
it's beautiful. I love Dalat. I like it because it's cool. It's not hot. It's always cool. Like the temperature is lower in
Yeah.
Dalat.
And thank you so much for
You're
your
welcome.
time. Please have a good day.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
To explore Nha Trang, that night we visited the night market, enjoyed strawberry ice cream, and accidentally caught an amazing performance by two Russian performing artistic fire dancing beside the beach. Because Typhoon Kamachi was approaching the central region, so we couldn't visit some of places in our original plan. Instead of going to Yelai, let's explore Phú Yên or Đắk Lắk together with me. Welcome to Gandadi, the sea cliff of Stone Place, one of the most unique natural wonders in Vietnam.
Standing here at the sea cliff of Stoke Place, I'm amazed by how nature can create something so perfect. These rocks were brought from millions of years ago from volcanic lava, which fell down immediately by a new surface of the sea, then crashed down into thousands of hexagonal columns. If you try to look at it in a higher place, it will show a higher place, and that is the reason why people call them Gandhi.
Another must-visit spot in Phú Yên is Ninh Phong Tower. Today I have the chance to visit Ninh Phong Tower, which literally means catch the wind or welcome the wind. This phrase shows the harmonious and open spirit of the locals here to the nature, because this land is the land of the wind and the dazzling sunlight. The unique architecture here is inspired by the sea cliff of the stone place and the legendary of 100 and 100 children of Lake Long Quân father and Ogre mother. Between two towering is a small space that is just enough for two people to stand. But when you're standing here, you can clearly hear the unique natural piece of music by the wind blowing through the gaps. And the last destination in Phú Yên is Mang Lang Church, one of the oldest and most beautiful churches in Vietnam.
Built in the late 19th century, Mang Lang Church was named after the giant myrtle crab tree. It is a native species that won't thrive around here. That species is a pinkish and purple flower, which is really gorgeous.
The church is a stunning example of Gothic architecture, adorned with classic decorative motifs and predominantly white gray tones. What makes it special to me is how it also carries a touch of Vietnamese culture shown through the lotus patterns cut into the walls and the lantern decoration, and also the lotus motifs on the columns. Not far from the church stands a small cave where you can find an original print of the first book written in the Vietnamese alphabet, created by Father Alexander de Ros in 1651. He is widely regarded as the father of the Vietnamese alphabet.
Alexander de Ros played a huge role in the development of Vietnamese education. Standing here, I really want to acknowledge his incredible contribution to Vietnam.
Say goodbye to Phú Yên. Now I'm heading to Da Nang, a city often called the most livable place in Vietnam. Despite the stormy weather and rising water in the season, we were fortunate enough to still visit Hội An and Sơn Thao. If you are coming to Da Nang, you can simply miss Hội An and Sơn Thao, a UNESCO World Heritage Site which is famous for antique art.
Long times ago, this town was one of the busiest trading ports, filled with merchants and the sound of ships coming and going. Even after hundreds of years, while the world outside rushes to grow and change, Hoi An still flow quietly. It feels like the time just stopped and you just take a step into the past.
According to 2023 statistics, Hoi An currently has a total of 1,360 heritage sites, including more than 1,000 ancient houses, one bridge, and many other historical structures. This is Chugao, the oldest historical site in Hoi An. According to a Japanese legend, there was a giant sea monster whose head lay in India, its body in Hoi An, and its tail in Japan. To protect Japan from natural disaster and earthquakes, the Japanese built this brick as a symbolic sword to bring down the creature's back. Here is the most beautiful ancient house in Thảo, Tấn Ký Ancient House, a National Heritage Site. The house features a tube-like structure inspired by traditional Chinese architecture. Even though it has no windows, it remains surprisingly cool and airy thanks to the central skylight that brings in natural light and fresh breeze through the house. This is the Confucius Cup, a precious antique of the Lê family linked to Zhongyu doctrine. At first glance, it looks ordinary, but it can only hold 8 parts of water. Just a little more, it spills completely. The Lê ancestors used this cup to teach their descendants an important lesson. In life, always stay balanced, because excessive greed can cause you to lose everything. The next famous destination in Da Nang is Marble Mountain. The stone here is ideal for carving Buddha statues, as it is some white stone mixed with precious jade.
According to a folklore, a giant bird came to this area and laid an egg on the beach. Then a girl emerged the egg, and the cell of egg broke into 5 pieces and became 5 mountains this day. For centuries, the Marble Mountain have held special significance on the people of the Central Highlands. The ancient Yam once worshipped this place, and even Vietnamese emperor from Huế and legendaries came here to visit and to pay their respects to this place.
Here is the sacred site, Linh Ứng Pagoda, known for its ancient and spiritual aura. The roof features 2 raised dragons and a Dharma wheel, symbolizing the 4 noble truths, the Eightfold Path, and the 12 links of dependent origination, strongly reflecting Buddhist heritage. After that, we participated in a field study section with the representatives from Royal Lotus Hotel. They shared with us the internship and career opportunities available in various businesses, the professional skills and the competencies needed for future work, as well as how to handle situations in hospitality in the most professional manner. It is the last destination in my video, the Museum of Yam Sculpture.
Da Nang Museum of Yam Sculpture is established by French archaeologists to preserve intricate works of art of Yamba Kingdom, which ruled the land from the 2nd to 14th centuries. Now it has become one of the largest museums of the city, and each of the ancient artifacts has their cultural and history meaning behind it.
I got to explore the material used for the statues, sandstone. When it's first taken from the ground, it's soft like clay, easy to set with a skilled hands. Over time, though, the stone hardens and becomes incredibly strong, lasting all the way to the present day. What stood out most was the fertility aspect in Yam culture, embodied in Linga Yoni altar. It honors the creation and growth of all living things on earth, symbolized by the male and female reproductive organs. Even the mother's breast is revered, celebrating life and nurturing in all its forms. Through this trip, I have learned so many new things about the new lands we visited and the rich traditions of Central Vietnam. My knowledge has truly expanded. I also feel a deep sense of empathy for the people of Central Vietnam who face natural hazards year after year and suffer heavy losses, from days without electricity and water to the destruction of their homes and infrastructure. Before ending this video, I want to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Thong, our tour guide, for leading and supporting us, to Miss Thảo for accompanying our class throughout the journey, to my friend Thu for helping me and sharing so many fun moments, and especially to my father, who worked so hard to give me the chance to explore the world and learn more about it. Thank you all for being a part of this unforgettable trip.